Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Stickman Event Ziplining by Will Power. This was a puzzle. I can't remember if this was a recommendation or a submission. I set this one up last night, and but I do know that I'm pretty certain this was a recommendation, and because I've actually had someone talk to me about this puzzle and say you're going to like this one. I hope so. So before I get onto the puzzle, I do need to. I hope I haven't done this. So I recently did a. Well, I hope I haven't done this. Bleh, I'm all over myself. So I've actually tried to record a couple of puzzles already today, and the videos have all gone badly. Either I couldn't solve the puzzles, one of them wasn't unique. There was all sorts of issues, and when I checked, it was like, oh yeah, I meant to send you an email saying that the puzzle was that I'd sent you was bad. It's like, thanks for that, because at the moment my testers are on holidays and stuff as well. They're around, but I'm not trying to bother them as much. So I got the puzzle and I tried to do it and was like, so. But I have been doing some gas streams. So I'm doing the 2023 puzzles I've just started. And at the end of the most recent gas stream, I got, just after I'd signed off, so I didn't see it, I got a massive donation from Plank Time. So I do want to thank Plank Time for that donation. During that stream, my headphones died, and it was not funny, but very loud, for me at least. And I've had to go buy new headphones. So the donation came at a very, very opportune time. So thank you very much to Plank Time for the donation. But now I want to have a look at Stickman Event Ziplining by Will Power. So there's a fair bit going on in this one, and I'm not sure how it's all going to work. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. That's a message I need to check, but I can ignore. German whispers. So adjacent digits on a green line must have a difference of at least 5. So those two digits must be at least 5 different. Same on those two. Same on those two. Renban, digits placed on purple lines must be non-repeating set of consecutive digits in any order. So what that means, for example, is if this was a 2, I could go 3, 4, and 5, and that would be fine, because if I take those digits off the line and sort them, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a consecutive set of non-repeating digits. It's probably going to matter more down on these lines, but that's the way they work. Little killer, these clues outside the grid give the total of the pointed to diagonals. So these digits here will sum to 13. Digits may repeat on there, which is good, because otherwise we're broken. And these digits will sum to 42. Okay, that's going to be an interesting one as well. And then we've got killer. So digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits may not repeat within a cage. I probably didn't need to include that in the rules, but it's there now. Okay, they're the rules. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So there's some gimmies. A 6 cage, 1, 2, 3 are the smallest digits I can put in without repeating. They sum to 6. 23 cage. 7, 8, 9 would be the maximum digits I can put in. They sum to 24. I need to reduce one of those digits by 1 without causing a repeat. The only digit I can reduce without getting a repeat is the 7 to a 6. My wrist is buzzing. What is going on? That's an SMS, which I'm going to have to ignore for now. So another 23 cage. This is 6, 8, 9. The other cages are not forced. How long is this Renban line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This line here contains every one of each Sudoku digit. Not sure how to use that yet. There is a 5 up here. So I am going to actually use the killer calculator. I've had a very, very tiring weekend. So the killer calculator that is built into Sven's Sudoku pad, I'm actually going to use it for this puzzle. If you're not sure about it, it is available here under advanced. And if you turn that on, then just above the title of the puzzle, there's a killer calculator. When you select a cage, it'll show you all the options, and you can click on digits to either say this must be in the cage or must not be in the cage. And it'll present you the options that are remaining. So this Renban line, what can I do on that Renban line? Because if this was 9, 8, 7, this could be 6 and 8. That would work. 8, 7, 6 would allow 9 and 6. Wow, that actually works. And then 6, I could go 7, 5 or 5. This actually works. This doesn't actually force this line at all. I thought it might. Okay. So, okay, German whispers. On German whisper lines, you can never put a 5, which is why I had to put the 5 up here. Now, because of that, you can never put a 5 on a German whisper line. Every digit will exist either below 5 or above 5. If a digit is below 5, the 5 difference means I can't go down, because any digit less than 5 minus 5 will be a negative number, which isn't allowed. So I have to go up. But any digit 1 to 4, if I add 5 to it, I'm going to be more than 5, because even 1 plus 5 is 6. So I end up in a high digit, and the same logic works reversed. If I start high, I have to go down and I'll end up low. So along these lines, you will always alternate high, low, high, low. Now, I don't know which one is which, but I know that I'm going to end up alternating high, low along this line. And because this is, so I'm going to go, I don't know which one is which yet, but it'll be sort of A to B to A. These are both adjacent, so B to A to B to A to B to A. Now, oh, and 689 sees both of those, so I know orange is low. That's very cool, and green is high. So that's very cool. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't put 4 there, because that sees both of those. I could put 4 there if both of those are 9. But these are all the high digits. And I can't put 4 in any of those, because the only digit that could go next to 4 is 9. And if I put a 4 here, both of those would be 9. 4 here, both of those would be 9. 4 here, both of those would be 9. So these are 1, 2, 3. This is a 4, 5 pair. And these are 6, 7, 8, 9. But that's a 13 diagonal. So this is actually quite restricted, because if this was a 9, these would have to sum to 4, and they'd all be 1s. That doesn't work. If this is an 8, these would have to sum to 5. But the minimum I could do is 1, 2... Oh, no, I can't do 1, 1 here. This is on the same Renban line. So the minimum these can be is 6. So this can never be an 8. This is a 6 or a 7. So this is never a 3. 3 is in one of those two. So this is not a 3. 3 is in one of these two. So this can never be a 6 or a 7. That's an 8 or a 9. So if I don't put a 1 on this, this would be 6 plus 5, which would be 11, and they'd have to sum to 2. That doesn't work. So there is a 1 on one of those two. And the max... But the same is true here, isn't it? If I don't put a 1 here, these would be 5, plus 6 would be 11. Those would both have to be 1s. It doesn't work. So there is a 1 on one of those two, which means this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no 1 on those. Now, can I put a 4 here? 4, 1 would be 5, plus 6 is 11. These would have to be 1, 1. That doesn't work. I can never put a 4 in those. And here, it's got to be the same, because these see each other on the Renban. So these are 1, 2, 3 and must contain a 1. And now this is more restricted, because I can't put 5 on this. And if I put 5 here, this would be 5, 6, 7. And then this would be 8, 9. And both of those would have to be 6. There's no 5 on this line. This is a 5. So 7 is over here somewhere. Actually, this is a 1, 2, 3 triple. If this was a 6, this is a 1. This would be a 1. if this is a 7, if this is a 7, these become a 1-2 pair because these would be 1-2, these would be 1-3, and this would be a 1-2 pair. And this would be a 1 or a 2. And these would be 1 and 2. This is 1, 2, 3 because it can't be 4 or 5. Actually, this 42, I've only got 4 high digits on it. I am not going to try and do this in my head. My brain will explode. So what's the maximum I could put on this line? Let's do this. If I used 9, 3, 9, 4, 9, 4, and 9, the total of that is 47. Seven is down here because it has to go in here because these are 6, 7, 8, and 9. Hang on, how do I do this Renban without an 8? This can't be 6, 7, 9. This is 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, 9. There is an 8 on this Renban. So there's no 8 there. This is a high digit without 7 or 8. This is 6 or 9. Can this be a 6? If that's a 6, the line would be 6, 1, because 1 is the only thing that could go next to the 6. Then if I put all maximum digits, it would be 9, 4, 9, 4, and 9. And that sums to 42. Oh, I can do it. 6, 1, 9. But does that mean this can't be 6? Because these are from 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I can't put 6 in the middle because 6 would need 1 on both sides. Can this be a 6? Because if that was a 6, what are the maximums? I could go 9, 3. No, it'd be 9, 1, 6, 1. Then 9, 4, and 9. That's got to be nowhere near it. That's only 39. That's not 42. This can't be 6. Which means this is a 7, 8, 9 triple. This is a 6. This is a 1. This isn't a 1 anymore, but I needed a 1 on that diagonal. So this is a 2 or a 3. This isn't a 1. This isn't a 1. This is a 2, 3 pair in this box. There's no 2 here. Can this be a 7? And again, I'm doing the math off screen. I could do 9, 2, 7, 1, 9, 4, 9. Those would be the maximums. And that is 41. This can't be a 7 either. So this isn't the 7. This is a 7, which means this is a 2. This is a 3. That 7, now how long is this line again? Oh, this 2 sees that making it a 3. So this is 613. So that sums to 10. These have to be a 1, 2 now in order to make the total work. So there's no 2 in those. This is a 3, 4 pair. The 1 looks up taking 1 out of there. The 2 looks across making this the 1 and this the 2. The 1 looks up taking 1 out of there. This is the 1. Wow. Now there's no 1 or 3 in this 13 cage. Again, I'm using the killer calculator. So 247, there must be a 2 in it. So it's 247 or 256, and there must be a 2 in it. But 7 is not in any of those or there. 7 is in one of those two. So there's no 7 in this cage because I need to put 7 on this line. And that 7 sees that cell, and that cell. So the 7 goes here. There's no 7 in this cage. This is 256. That and the 2 and the 5 make that the 6. This is gorgeous. This 3 looks up saying that's not 3. 1, 1. There is a 1 on this line. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 1 there. There's no 1 there because that 1 sees both of them. There's no 3 there. 3 is in one of those. Okay. Oh, there's no 3 there. So 1 and 3 are both down here. Actually, there's a 2, 5 there. That's a 4. And I can take 4 out of all of those. That's a 2 or a 5. So this 13 cage does not have a 4 in it. This 18 cage doesn't have a 4 in it or a 5, but I'd already removed the 5. This is absolutely fascinating. This is a 3 or a 4 because it's a low digit and it sees 1 and 2. Two is up here. Is it this diagonal again? I love this diagonal, by the way. I'm just not sure how to use it. Because I think this could still be 6194,949. This is only 6, 8, or 9 because 7 is up here for the row. If this is a 9, this is an 8, and this would be an 8. But this would then have to be a 1. So if this is a 9, the maximums on this are pushed down quite a bit. So the maximum would be 9, 2, 8, 1, 8, 4, no, 3, 9. Because I couldn't put 4 in any of them. If this is a 9, these both become 8s. I couldn't use 4 anywhere. So this would be 2, 1, 3, 8, 9 could go there though. Oh no, this could still be a 9. Yeah, I did do that. But if this is a 9, there's no 9 in any of those. So 9, 2, 8, 1, 8, 3, 9. The sum of that is 40. It's not enough. This can't be a 9. That's an 8. That's a 9. There's no 8 there. There's no 8 there. This can't be a 6 because that can't be a 1. This is a 9. So 9 in this cage isn't there or there because of the 6, 8, 9. That is a 9. So I've got 3 9s on the line. Four on this Renban line. It can't go. This 4 sees all of those cells. So that's the 4. This 9 sees all of those 3. So that's the 9. This is now a 7, 8 pair. That's really cool. Because that completes the row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 5. So there's no 5 in those. This is a 1, 2, 3, and that is a 5. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, and 8. Except the 1, 2, 3 makes that the 8 and that the 2. So now there's a lot of digits removed from this. I can't use a 2 in it. I can't use a 9 in it. So apparently it's 3, 7, 8. This is just 3, 7, 8. So these are 1, not 2, not 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 1, 4, 6, which takes 6 out of there. Oh, the 8 makes that the 9, which makes that the 6 and that the 8. So this is a 7, 9 pair in this column. That's just 7 and 9. And this 9 makes that the 7 and that the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 and 7, and the 7 here makes that the 5 and that the 7. These are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and 6. And the 1, 2 there makes that the 6, and this is a 1, 2 pair. The 6 and the 9 look over, making that the 8. There's no 8 there. What are these? 1, 2, oh, the 3, this is the 7 because of the 1, 2, 3. And these are known. These are 4 and 5. And the 4 here looks like making that the 5 and that the 4. Putting 5 in one of those two by Sudoku, except there's already a 5 here. This is the 5. What's... No, it's not a triple. But this 1 takes 1 out of there. This 9 looks like making this the 6. Hang on a minute. That put me at the extreme limit before, didn't it? 6 plus 1 is 7. Plus 9 is 16. Plus 4 is 20. 29 plus 4 is 33. Plus 9 is 42. These are now 1, because it has to be, 4 and 4. So this is the 6. This is the 1. The 4 makes this the 3 and this the 4. That is gorgeous. I'm going to get rid of that colouring. Absolutely stunning. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an 8. So there's no 8 in this 13 cage. I'm not sure that's doing. These need to sum to 8. 1, 7 is possible. So I could do 1 and 7. This can't be a 7 anymore, apparently, because of that 1. 1, 7. 2, 6. I can't put 6 in either of them. I can't put 6 there or there. 3, 5 is not possible. And 4, 4 doesn't work. This is 1 and 7. So there's no 1 here. What's this pair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which makes that a 6 by Sudoku. And this is now a 3, which means there's no 3 there. Hang on, something. Oh, this 8 makes that the 7 and that the 8. The 7 looks like making that the 2 and that the 7. The 2 looks down making that the 1, taking 1 out of there. This is a 2 or a 3 for the column. And this is a 1, 2, 3, but there's no 1 there. That's the 1. This 6, of course, makes this 9 and this 6. This puzzle is amazing. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 and 8. And I've got a 3. So that's the 8 and that's the 3. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 7 and 9. There's a 7 and 9 there. So that's the 4. Don't see how to resolve the 7, 9. So this is 2, 3 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 2, 3, 5, but there's a 2, 3 in the box. That's the 5, which makes that the 2 and that the 5. The 2 looks like making that the 3 and that the 2. This 5 makes that the 4 and that the 5. Oh, of course, the 1 made that the 2, which means this is the 3, this is the 2, which means this is the 3 and this is the 2. The 3 looks back making this 8 and this 3. These are pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7. This 4 looks up making that 7 and that 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and 9. I'll use that 8 to make that 9 and that 8. The 9 looks down making that 7 and that 9. 21 minutes 25. That was an absolutely gorgeous puzzle. Now, I did have to use a lot of tricks on that one, but absolutely stunning. And yep, I used the killer calculator and I used a spreadsheet in order to be able to do the math for this without having to do it in my head. Because I swear, sitting here watching me go 1 + 1 + 2 + 1. That's a Clue reference for people who know one of the best movies ever made. Yeah, is just not fun. People want to see the logic, not me struggle with math. That was very cool. Thank you, Willpower, for the puzzle. Thank you to whoever recommended it. It may have been a Willpower submission. I'm actually not sure. Very cool puzzle. So much fun. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And I'll just sign off. As always, good luck with your solving.